before I move on to the really important part, I'll share the figures of the Pakistan's economy, compare it with the Indian economy. A. Marshal Rana, explain to us the logic of using 400 drones across the western sector, concentrated in Punjab and Jammu sector. Why did Pakistan do it? And why is the attack so intense in Jammu, so intense in Punjab?
See, this has been the Pakistan's intent all along. If you study the earlier wars as well, their main thrust has always been into in this sector. But this is the new era warfare where now the low-cost drones are being used for a much more effect than what their cost dynamics are. So one of the reason why this main concentration has been on this area is probably to probe your air defenses, that what are the kind of responses that are coming through. In case they can saturate our air defenses with these kind of cheap drone and the swarm drones, then I think that must have been their intent. But I must tell you that it is not necessarily that your entire air defense system will come into sync for just for the kind of swarm drone attack that has happened. Air defense system is a multi-layered system which starts with from its brain into the integrated air command and control system, which integrates all radars. There's a large, huge number of airborne and ground radars which are integrated into the system. The system is equipped with a very high-end computers which analyzes the threat and thereafter gives threat to the appropriate weapon system. And these multi-layered weapon system, like rightly what you are showing on the screen, starts from the large distances, which is a system like S-400, then MRSAM, and Akash system, followed by the shoulder-fired missiles, and then by also the air defense guns. In this attack in Jammu and Srinagar sector and in this whole area, most of the neutralization of these drones, in my opinion, has happened by the AD guns and the shoulder-fired missiles and the low-end air defense system, and not by the S-400. Because S-400 would actually be taking on the much serious threat of the aircraft, of the ballistic missiles, and of the missiles. And this must have been the intent of the Pakistan to just probe and see that what is the kind of air defense response that you would give, and also that it utilizes to get the intelligence on your weapon systems and then counter it. So it is a cat and mouse game. We have done that to them when we have attacked their air defense systems. We have done it through the smart munitions, loitering munitions, which actually hovers around, waits for their switching on their signal, and thereafter destroys them. So we have been in a pinpoint attack, precise attack onto their air defense systems. We did that yesterday to the HQ9 complex, and as per the PIB this thing today, we have done one more systems has been neutralized. 4 of their systems were attacked. So this is in effect the testing of the air defense systems, which in our case they haven't done, and their defense minister himself said that we did not attack those drones because we did not want to let our position be known. But he doesn't know that the smart drones or the loitering munitions that are there will wait for 8 to 9 hours. You don't have to respond immediately. So as and when they get activated, they will get knocked out. So in our case, we have only demonstrated, in my opinion, less than 1% of our capability as far as the air defense part is concerned, responding to their, the swarm drone attacks. The serious business is yet to come.
Okay, the serious business is yet to come. Also joined by Aditya Raj Kaur, Executive Editor, Strategic Affairs, News9. Aditya, what are you picking up? And one thing I want to ask you, when this question was put to Vikram Misri, Foreign Secretary, by one of the reporters about the response, so Mr. Misri said, "Jawab de diya hai."
There is a de-escalation happening. That's my understanding. There's a de-escalation happening, at least from the Indian side, because India obviously does not want a war, but if there is a provocation, India will not look the other way. India is still waiting for the reaction. I agree with my co-panelist when he says that, this was not an attack. What happened yesterday was basically drones coming in.
I must just stop you. Not once the word war has been used by any of the officials of the Indian government.
Yes.
They have used the word anti-terror operation.
Absolutely.
Or a balanced, calibrated counter-response.
Or a war on terrorism, like Vinay Quatra said. But as of now, what I believe is happening, that drones were sent, 500 Turkish drones, to study the activity of the air defenses, to study where the ammunition depots are, to study where the vital installations are, but to also study, most importantly, our response time and our capabilities. Interestingly, all of these drones did not have any kind of ammunition on them.